Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Saturday Trend Patrol, a weekly news show focused on comic book collecting and pop culture. Remember, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Alright, let's get to the top stories for the week ending in August 24th, 2024. Kahori from Disney Plus's What If makes her Marvel Comics debut. Marvel Comics is celebrating Native American Heritage Month with Kahori, Reshaper of Worlds numero uno, number one. The comic introduces Kahori, a Mohawk warrior and breakout character from Disney Plus's What If series, to the Marvel Universe. Written by indigenous creators Ari Honey David, and Kelly Lynn D'Angelo. Along with co-creator Ryan Little, the issue is going to feature art by David Cutler, Jim Terry, and more. The story follows Kahori as she battles a mysterious threat in Hell's Kitchen. This special issue is part of the Marvel's Voices line, highlighting diverse characters and creators. Here's an image of the first issue. The cover art is by Afua Richardson. Hey, Marvel announces a new Hulk series ahead of milestone issue. Marvel Comics has officially announced a new Hulk series set to launch after The Incredible Hulk reaches its milestone 800th issue. This giant-size issue will feature stories from notable writers including Greg Pak, Benjamin Percy, with artwork by Lan Medina and Lin Yoshi. The issue will continue Hulk's current storyline, featuring his battle with Eldest, and promises major developments including Hulk's craziest transformation and shocking reveal about his sidekick, Charlie. Additionally, Marvel will introduce a new solo series starring a member of the Hulk family slated for early 2025. Spider-Man finds a new love interest in Amazing Spider-Man 55. In Amazing Spider-Man number 55, Peter Parker begins a new romantic chapter with Shay Markin, marking a fresh start in his love life. Unlike his tumultuous relationship with Mary Jane Watson, who is currently involved in a separate storyline with her own superhero identity, Peter's new interest, Shay Markin, was introduced earlier this year as a nurse at Ravencroft Institute. The issue shows Spider-Man prioritizing a date with Shay over fighting villains, hinting at a new era for the Wallcrawler. This shift follows a period of upheaval in Peter's relationship with Mary Jane, who has moved on with Paul Rabin, and their own timeline-displaced adventures. Hey, issue number 55 is out now. If you're enjoying this news show, tell that YouTube algorithm by clicking the like button and hitting subscribe. Thank you for your amazing support, and on with the news. Image Comics announces new comic series called Knights vs. Samurai. Todd McFarlane Productions has revealed a new comic series, Knights vs. Samurai, set to launch this September from Image Comics. Written by actor David Dashmashian and featuring art by Federico Mele, with colors by Ulysses Ariola. The series follows Sir Charles Ward, a knight on a mission to avenge an ambushed group of missionaries. The story takes a twist when he encounters a regiment of skilled samurai warriors on a mysterious island. The comic, blending Eastern and Western mythology, will debut on September 25th with a cover by Francesco Mattina and a retail price of $2.99. New York ComicCon is going to expand to 5 days starting in 2024. Adding a retailer day, New York ComicCon will expand to 5 days in 2024 beginning on Wednesday, October 16th. Exclusively for comic book retailers, the newly added Retailer Day will feature programming, meetups, private events, and exclusive comic signings, including a special edition of the Department of Truth number 25. The event, organized by Reed Pop, will include contributions from Comics Pro, Lunar Distribution, and more. Retailers can obtain complimentary badges for Wednesday and Thursday through Lunar Distribution, with an additional full event badges available for purchase. This expansion aligns New York Comic-Con with the length of San Diego Comic-Con, but the first day is reserved for industry professionals only. Sony reportedly blocking Marvel from using key Spider-Man villains. Sony Pictures has reportedly restricted Marvel Studios from using certain iconic Spider-Man villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to insider Daniel RPK, characters like Rhino, Calypso, and Chameleon, set to appear in Sony's upcoming Kraven the Hunter film, will be off limits for Marvel films once they debut under Sony's banner. This move complicates Marvel's plans for future Spider-Man movies, but it also pushes the studio to explore lesser-known or entirely new villains. Sony continues to expand its own Spider-Man villain universe with films like Venom and Kraven the Hunter, creating challenges and opportunities for both studios. New SpiderMan Noir TV show is in doubt amid Sony shakeup. Screen Rant reports that plans for Spider-Man TV shows are uncertain as new reports hint at a shakeup within Sony Pictures. Sony is developing several Spider-Man shows for Prime Video, including a Spider-Man Noir series starring Nicolas Cage. However, behind-the-scenes issues, particularly over the budget, are causing delays. Additionally, producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who signed on in 2019 to spearhead Spider-Verse TV projects, may not renew their deal with Sony. This uncertainty casts doubt on the future of all Spider-Man TV ventures, even as the studio continues to develop multiple Marvel movies. Cassandra Kane returns in a new Batgirl solo series. In DC Comics news, on November 6th, Cassandra Kane makes her solo debut as Batgirl in nearly 2 decades with a new series from DC. Written by Tate Brombell and illustrated by Takashi Miyazawa, this series sees Batgirl facing a deadly group of assassins with the help of her mother, Lady Shiva. The story promises intense martial arts action and explores Cassandra's complex relationship with her mother. The series will feature covers by David Toloski, Jeff Dekal, Stanley Art-Germ-Lau, and Skylar Partridge. Fans can pre-order the first issue starting August 16th. Comic books rising in value. Hey, because of Deadpool and Wolverine, there are certain keys now that are starting to dominate. Marvel's leading the charge in cover price comic book value increases this week, driven largely by the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Here are some of the key comics related to that movie that are rising up in value. Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth #7. Lady Deadpool's reveal in the movie has driven prices up with a CGC 9.8 copy now hitting over $400. Wolverine 88, the first meeting of Wolverine and Deadpool, sees increased interest, reaching a high sale this week of over $405. New Mutants 98, Deadpool is making waves in the MCU, and his first appearance in this book now has hit $1,100 for a CGC 9.8 copy. NYX #3, X-23's return in this movie has boosted her comics value with a CGC 9.8 copy now going for over $1,300. Deadpool #1 from 1997, the first Deadpool series, is gaining traction now with a 9.8 copy selling for $270. And The Incredible Hulk 181 that features Wolverine versus Hulk. This classic issue's value always remains high with now a CGC 9.4 copy selling for over $9,300. And the final story for today is Beau DeMayo's departure from X-Men 97 is surrounded by scandalous allegations. Beau DeMayo, the creator of X-Men 97, was removed from the project shortly before its Disney Plus premiere. Marvel now states that he was terminated due to findings from an internal investigation which reportedly uncovered allegations of sexual misconduct. Specific claims against DeMayo include sending inappropriate photos to young male staffers and groping an assistant. DeMayo disputes these claims and accuses Disney of trying to silence him. Despite this turmoil, X-Men 97 Season 1 remains a critical success, with Matthew Chauncey taking over writing duties for Season 2. Hey, thanks for watching the Saturday Trend Patrol. Hope you enjoyed this weekly news show. Be sure to hit that like button and hit the notification bell to make sure that you're notified of next week's news show. If you have ideas for newsworthy topics, be sure to leave suggestions in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and that's a wrap.